the debrief or watch the stream back.
Warning, the stream might trigger some of you later.
Yeah.
Alright. Next mission briefing, and I think this will be the last one. So, as some of you might know from history, Chernobyl is normally a very, very radioactive place, yet the Russians have a very strong presence here. Our scientists have figured out why, and they are using some sort of new device in order to make this happen. So if you look south at that flag marker, you should see a garage complex. I'll even put another marker on the map as a general red marker. In that garage complex, we believe, is where they are storing the device that they are using to clear out the radiation in Pripyat and the Chernobyl power plant. Neutralizing it will definitely set them back in terms of what they are trying to achieve. It's a garage, so the device is most likely on a vehicle stored in one of the garages. Enemy composition is mainly Russian, but is heavily unknown at this point. We have shaken the hornet's nest, so we can expect a few guards. However, multiple officers were killed in the previous ops, despite losing plenty of US troopers' lives. So they are still rattled and confused into what to do and reinforce at this moment. So it's unlikely they'll expect this. However, they will be quick to reinforce. Any questions?
Do we just simply have to blow up the vehicle and then get
You
out?
just need to blow it up. If you really want to, you can try to extract with it, but we would prefer you to blow it up.
No binary points for extracting with it at all.
I will give you a benefit if you are able to extract with it, but the mission is not designed for that.
Oh, I was hoping he was gonna say no.
I'll give 10 points to Gryffindor. How about that?
Ooh! Fuck!
I don't fucking know what you want.
Congrats, body, you and Hufflepuff now.
God damn it, no.
So I don't have to take you mine. Thank fuck for that.
I ran and throw a grenade at myself.
Good job.
This is a garage, so I will store a few random vehicles.
So, missions go?
Join the group, by the way.
Mission is a go when you're ready. No time limit. But please be... Alright, how about this? General time limit of 1 hour from now, alright? Just because I need to wrap it up in an hour.
User left your channel.
That is unknown at this time, and if you try to abuse it, I will make sure they all have night vision.
Do we have someone with AT?
No one has
We
AT.
did.
You will.
Sniper Wolf had
Yeah,
AT.
no.
You had it.
Sniper Wolf is gone.
I'm a fucking...
I'm gonna take a
Right.
explosive charge just in case then, and I'll take a clacker to go with it.
I'll take a heat missile. Aren't you a medic?
Yeah,
Oh.
no.
Do you have any
Ясно,
AT?
приступаем. Ясно, приступаем.
No.
Так точно.
Just
no,
take
that's
me
Ясно,
because...
I mean,
приступаем.
I can go
Выдвигаюсь
AT.
на позицию.
I'm just a
Так
rifleman.
точно.
Just grab an explosive gun, dude.
Okay then you go rifleman. Then you go AT then. You'll be rifleman.
Готов. Выдвигаюсь на
It's got a
позицию.
one-shot disposable.
Выдвигаюсь на
Yeah,
позицию.
yeah, that's good.
Ясно, приступаем.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna do.
Ясно, приступаем. Так точно. Ясно, приступаем. Ясно, приступаем.
Right, I think I got quite
Yes, this is
Что
the one that you got right now.
Так
It is.
точно.
Excellent.
Ясно, приступаем.
I'm
Go.
dropping.
Bring explosives other
Выдвигаюсь на
than
позицию.
One of my guns.
Ясно, приступаем.
As I said, I'm
Ясно,
bringing
приступаем.
charge and clacker, just in case. I don't know how it works, so...
If you notice, even less infantry. Because I want to give them a
I don't
success.
use explosives at all. I don't use the explosives.
Okay, I'm
No,
taking.
They're not
difficult to use.
Yeah, okay, go ahead. I'm just saying...
Let's
I'm
see what they're
taking
capable of.
the army because someone's gonna get it.
So how are you guys doing? Of course, yes, our lowercase f's well, I don't know how to say that because technically the overall mission was a success, but the execution of that was a failure, so we'll call it 50-50, nobody wins any bets.
Buddy took it out.
Rutger, we're doing this op, so if you want to join, let me
He took
shoot
it-
you the
he
pass.
took it out already.
I mean, then again, the stream already knows what it is.
It's the wrong charge in any case.
I only weigh 36 kilos with it.
I don't even see Rut on the server.
I weigh 34.
Why is that guy
well.
tier 5?
Let's back up.
Everyone take a charge. Everyone blows up the entire garage. Yay!
No,
You get a charge, and you get a charge.
you need the M112 demolition block.
Also, I think some people got kicked from the group. I'm seeing some people not in it, I think.
I don't see
Yeah,
Excel
Excel,
anymore.
And then they click.
Yeah,
it.
right. I don't see you on the TeamSpeak, so.
Two charges are fine.
Oh wait, there you are. Fuck.
Okay, so yeah, we're down to 2 medics then.
Remaining 32.
Which is enough.
Yeah, but,
That's the password. I just poked in the password for the channel and the password for the server, which a lot of you already know what that is anyway. So.
User disconnected from your channel.
Yeah. That's a good demolition block.
Yeah, you would kill
much
for 10
one?
points
Yeah.
for Gryffindor, I
So-
bet.
We're
Yeah,
not
I have two as well.
I used to play a lot of explosive,
приказа?
explosive demolition, so...
Жду
I
распоряжений.
like blowing shit up,
Sorting out
so.
possible explosives still, I think. I'm not sure.
Жду распоряжений.
But
Do I have
I
enough
think
time to
we're
go
all
take a
here.
piss?
Жду распоряжений.
Get in the vehicle and then do that. Get in the vehicle and do that. Because then we can move with
User
you in
joined your channel.
Yes, point. Chris, you got an LR?
It doesn't
We've
look
lost
like
2
we've
Spec
got
Ops teams for 4 officers, and they're not even Spetsnaz. Yep.
Yeah, that's a Viper harness, seriously, you silly boy.
Still, I have the long range radio frequency, which is some good still.
Thank you, Slim, for keeping up what I need to talk about.
I'm looking at Grizzly's
Thank you.
Oh, it's just you standing right next to it, so.
By all means, if you guys want to help me out on the stream so we can yell at the player base later, please keep tabs on what we need to talk to them about because, ugh.
Liru?
What?
How can Grizzly use a pack and a plasma? You said it to everyone, or by
No.
some chance?
I saw the pack option.
Regardless, just play your fucking role. If the random mission broke, I will fix it after this, but please just play your fucking role. Great, apparently I
Grizzly keeps
ticked
packing
the wrong option and now everyone can pack each other instead of just the medics. Great, whatever.
Alright, mission. We've only got about.
Are they really gonna abuse that? If they have to, here's the deal. If they have to abuse that for this AO,
Let's go.
that will be really sad. That'll be really fucking sad.
Everybody in the car when you're ready.
Christ's sake.
I'm gonna assume Bill is AFK.
Also, Rutger saw the stuff,
there
so
you
I
are, Bill.
gotta move this.
Why am I always ending up here?
Let me just grab one last real quick thing.
No,
Kim
I'm
light
always
shield.
ending up with my face in bombs. Oh. Your eyes are beautiful, by the way.
Oop. Fuck.
Grizzly, me and Gavlor are carrying explosive charges.
So it's that the second marker on the map, Liru?
Yeah, it's the one at the garages. You're basically going to the garages, blow up the vehicle. You've got an hour to do it.
Жду распоряжений.
Beware when you have guns a banana bandit.
Liru, we're good to go.
Then go.
Grizzly, did you copy what I just said?
No, I don't really care. Somebody be my navigator.
Yeah, I mean, the garrison's literally hugged the last frickin' corner that he was on, but... A lot of US guys died in this fucking building. Now, let's light the fuck up.
Kind of.
Or hell, can we use a street light?
Yeah, that's what I first meant. I wanted to make sure it could be seen.
Steed.
I see a black line.
Rutger was killed. To what? Rutger disconnected. I am confused. I think he had the wrong map on. I don't know why, but apparently, from what some of the players have said, someone told everyone to delete Chernobyl Zone as a map, and I've seen a lot of people with map issues today. So I don't know who spread that
I got
around,
lights on bad vehicles.
but that's incorrect because it's still on our mod list. So maybe you should just check the forums instead of believing what random people tell you. That's just me. Oh, they're running into this patrol.
Everybody out.
Where's their squad? They should be fine by now. Those guys got massacred. We'll send these guys over.
Everybody move forward cautiously.
User joined your channel.
They could just drive around it. They might find that other MRAP they left behind too, but
Enemies.
it's out of sight, so I have no reason to steal it or anything.
User left your channel.
We can just evade these guys. We don't necessarily have to engage this.
Yeah, exactly. They don't have to engage. They don't have to stir the hornet's nest already.
Everybody get back in the truck.
Pull a DJ Moon. These are supposed to be a bit more tactical, and I can understand why Sniper Wolf has left, and Bill's still playing, but... This is what we're starting out with, so... You could literally get to this road
Everybody in?
and drive around. Same with this car. They could just drive around. But I'm not going to judge. Again, hindsight in the Zeus interface is 2020.
User in your channel timed out.
Looks like Comian lagged out. Cute. We'll see if he gets back in. Last mission they said they broke the car. Well, we can look at the car. How did they break the car? I mean, it looks a little damaged. The wheels aren't blown out, though, and an MRAP's really tough to damage. But yeah, it definitely took bullet damage from the auto rifleman. Again.
Alrighty then, boys. We're gonna get as close as possible and dismount and assault it on foot as loud as possible with as much force as possible.
User joined your channel.
You're not gonna need your silencers.
I didn't bring one, so that's a good thing.
Even bring a silencer. And they're gonna go loud here. One would say that's a mistake.
распоряжении.
It is a garage after all.
Жду распоряжений.
Where did those
800
units just
meters
go?
out, boys.
Ah. Alright, give me a complete disregard. We'll make it tougher.
Control directly into the east.
There's no reason IEDs would be here. That's stupid.
Control directly to the east.
Yeah, I hear you, Sniper Wolf. Again,
Well, it's a good thing we're heading.
why do you... You know that this was... From the first mission, you know that there's a tower here. I put units there. If you're gonna, you know, sneak around and hit this objective or this objective, why not just take this road? Literally, just cut through here. You completely bypass that shit. You don't have to snake around like that. That's stupid. Yeah, oh no, another 40-year-old APC. Well, we saw what the last one did. But again, there is no fucking absence of AT that they can pick up. Every squad roaming around has an AT spec.
We have explosives, correct?
That's correct.
Shouldn't be difficult. But we'll have to see.
Copy.
Patrol is now northeast. Seems to be heading north.
I'm curious to see what Bill's gonna say at this, cause yeah, I just think ever since Sniper went off of squad leading, it's gone downhill. So now seeing Grizzly squad lead, I'm hoping we'll have an improvement. But the ways to get in here are difficult. You gotta find these double door garages on the outsides, which can get you in, but then the main gate, of course, it's gonna have guards on it because it's the main fucking entrance, but we'll see what the player base comes up with. We've got 2 roaming squads. They're lasing units. Again, these guys could have NVGs, but whatever. Let's if they walk through the main gate, I'm just gonna start sending helis at this rate. Please, please restore my faith in the player base.
Has everybody recovered stamina?
Yes.
Let's keep moving.
Now, exactly. There's no reason for the Russians to use IEDs. That's literally... Like, I take suggestions, but they gotta make sense, guys. Come on. And then some, you know, I'll say no because they're too OP or too, you know, out of there, but... Some I take. See, like, maybe they'll cross and go in through here, and then, you know, that gives them a good way to insert, but they're gonna need to keep their fucking eyes open. Please.
There's an end bank base.
Please tell me you're not actually.
What?
Please.
Bank 20 now.
Yeah.
Copy, I know where it's at.
How do we get into a secure Russian facility? Oh, let's use the front door. Oh, the front door. That's a jolly good idea. Ah. Okay.
Ready for CQC.
Thank you. Someone, whoever spotted the front door gets a fucking medal. I'm sorry, not the front door, this one of these openings. And they're lucky because the guard time's off, so again,
Somebody watch west in this entrance.
perfect insertion. But I assure you, if they didn't spot those, they would have actually tried to go in through the front fucking door. But now we have this patrol coming in here. It'll cut through. So, timing-wise, no, first contact's going to be broken here within the next 1 to 3 minutes, depending on if they pull back or they push in. They can hear the Russian voices, but they're not going to be able to really see. Grizzly got spotted. He moved just as they were looking at him. Easy spot. That was pretty cool. They popped a flash. Yeah, that made the AI freak out. Why is Grizzly the only person? Why are there still like 20 people out here? Is anyone gonna come in and support or what? Rat King's now down because these guys are in the open. Alright, aggressive. Full speed. I'm going to put you aware so you move faster, but you guys now need to go. Waypoints are being moved. Now all the AI are going to start swarming in on this position. Wonderful. Let's put 2 squads over here. Those are the reinforcements. All the way from Jupiter Factory. Now time is of the essence. He's just waving his hands. Can I quickly grab that suppressive fire marker? Yep, I can. Fire support. Suppressive fire. Prone, automatic. I dare you to stick your head out. Who threw a grenade? That was a friendly grenade. That was definitely a friendly grenade. I mean, these guys... Do you have 40 mic? No, you don't. A lot of these guys shouldn't have 40 mic. No, they don't. Both their medics are fucking down because of that friendly fire grenade. What the fuck was that? Who threw that fucking frag? Whoever threw that frag, fucking idiot. That literally cost the mission. Bad frag, it took out the other medic. That's not good. Miraculous. It's because Grizzly's set as a medic, so they're gonna get him up. So now they're not playing their roles because of a loop in the system or something happened. I don't fucking know. So now they're getting each other up.
Guys, keep covering 360.
So, okay, to balance that then, I'm gonna make it more difficult. And finally set up the global AI back to the 65. I'm gonna bump it up to 75. And then keep spotting low. Because now they're abusing that.
Grizzly, use this to there's enemies on the south face. Build up.
But now they're kind of caught in the open. They've got forces just really suppressing that position. So, yeah, they're not really trying to get in here. And that's why these people keep going down. Because they're still out in the fucking open. Being just blindly suppressed by auto riflemen.
Yeah, everyone needs medic.
Yeah, I actually do like that suggestion. Let's put some flares on them.
I'm back up.
I also love how I immediately put the AI settings back to what I had for that first original mission, and then 3 of them get wiped because they're out in the fucking open. And now they're starting to flank around because of this other opening. Auntie's about to get flanked.
Move inside.
No fucks given. Auntie had every chance right there. She's way in the back. She's gonna die because they don't know she's back there. She gets back up and then is shot to death by a rifleman behind her. Yep. Down. Reinforcement squads. Let's set them to hustle.
So lucky we just get
Hustle up, guys. But, again, this is also why I like VCOM. Because of this.
Throw frags.
And I do like that, Sniper Wolf. Yeah, they are heavily pinned down right now. They would need... Honestly, it's always like this. And what really needs to happen is they need to get 1 or 2 of the riflemen, clear a new path, especially in this scenario where, you know, all the units are going to start forming up on this position regardless. If they get to a new position like this, they can pull the wounded back and then keep going. But they're going to be leaving Barty and Griff NATO, so... Oh, and the BTR got recruited. Joy. I'm gonna take it out in case it's glitched. It's joined up with that squad. Who's my driver? Put it right here. At the fucking entrance. Oh, no, it's, that's the light post, so it's at the middle. I'll start forming up with these squads. Let's see what they do. Come on. Excuse me. Now, this is stupid. You could go in any other direction, but you're still heading towards the front gate, which is where the bulk of the enemies are gonna be. Pull back, swing around, and go through the back, because now we have this BTR by the front entrance as well, and I assure you that thing will rape them. And they also have all these units now that are gonna start going through here. Bill's down again. So they're also getting shot through some of these bushes, which again, that's just an auto rifleman firing. BTR is pushing around. They've got 2 men down.
I'm gonna frag out real quick. Frag out.
But now they're pinned down right next to all the bad guys. This pushing in like that was such a mistake.
Oh, fuck.
Now they're just gonna get surrounded.
Alright, we gotta keep moving.
Try and get
Hey, Liru, is it alright if we put this stream? Came in
Yeah,
some
yeah, if you're dead, watch the stream. We're done. Mistakes were made. Just should have gone around. Or even if they took fire right there, they should have just retreated and then found a different route, knowing that garage is cut in, but whatever. This auto rifleman now using the smoke. Well, he saw that flash. The flash is what made him go off, which I found quite cool right there. It wasn't the actual... Now he's poking his head out. How is he still alive? Here, where's the teleport function? For myself. Hi, Zeus. Fuck. Hi, Zeus. Teleport.
Any other friendlies outside of this little hut inside the compound?
This is Major Petrov. We have you surrounded. Put yourself to surrender, and we will spare your lives.
Will you heal us if we surrender?
Yes.
Guys, you know what we need to do.
I really want to throw a grenade.
Hey, I remember this situation.
Do
If
it,
I
boss.
do it. Again, you must all surrender.
Petrov! Everyone surrender. Fuck you.
Grenade out!
Guys, never surrender.
Do you really want to keep doing this? I am giving you an opportunity. I guess not.
No, yeah. Everybody else surrender, look.
Okay. So the two of you that did the smart thing won't be killed. Wonderful. Okay. Now I have a mission concept for next week. Alright, you two can respawn. Let's talk about debrief. Good job.
Okay, thanks.
Good job for picking the smart fucking option compared to dead one, dead one, dead one out there, dead one. Now I have a mission concept for the next one. Great. As well as many others, so I can keep using this map.
User
Teleport.
joined
Zeus.
So proud of you guys.
Alright. Let's go through debrief real quick.
Fuck you, Petrov.
Well, you know, we have a mission concept for next week. We can extract some hostages. Wonderful. You know who threw the grenade that killed everybody? That's why you fucked up.
That was mine. It bounced on the freaking arcway, even though I threw it the same exact way than the night before, which landed outside just fine.
Well, that literally was the pinnacle moment that turned that op sour, and then everything from there. Not good.
You should have fired one of the HE grenades that everybody's having.
Why did... I know that...
You know the HE grenades that you can fire with the...
Here, let's get out of the server real quick.
No, 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 no.
Rebel run.
No, guys, it's not. So close.
Back out of the server.
I'll switch that.
Rucker, I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I'm not proud of the pussies who surrendered, though.
Yeah, I needed an idea for next stop though, but yeah, Slim, hit me up with all the concepts I need to talk about. Just that third mission, it fell apart because of that grenade. That was the pinnacle moment that kind of turned everything. Grizzly, was your main idea to head through the front door?
No. I was hoping that there'd be an entrance along that way that wasn't those shitty little fucking boxes.
It was all just those entrance ways through those box garages, but that thing was not really filled here with infantry or anything. It was a pretty light garrison. It's just, again, VCOM makes everything come towards you.
Yeah.
You just got pinned down pretty well. Thanks. Thanks, Slim. Alright, so let's go over what we have to talk about. First off, radio discipline. Don't call out people to shoot at. Just wait for your squad lead to give you orders on what you need to shoot at. It's good to call out targets, but don't ask if you can immediately fire on them. That's your squad leader's discipline to say what you need to engage when. There was multiple times, especially with Sniper Wolf advancing, I think 3 times that that small fire team in front of you was called out. And in those second 2 times, people asked if they could engage it, and Sniper Wolf just kind of lost his patience with it. Splitting the groups, I already gave a small berate on that. Yes, there are instances where there is a good time to split off into 2 separate fire teams and engage a position. However, that's more so if you're trying to cover an area for a few targets for like insurgents or something, and they don't know you're coming. If you don't have the element of surprise with you, then it's never a good idea to split off. I will do a training session on that in the coming week or 2, and I will thoroughly go through what type of formation is good to assault what objective, but I have a feeling people like Sniper Wolf and Bill already know that, so.
How?
Yeah, I would not know how. I mean, you know, it's not like there's, you know, a real military out there or anything, guys. Small thing about, again, if you get separated from your squad, you need to let your squad know. You need to just quickly radio that in and then get with your squad, especially if you're trying to set up to engage. Auntie, calling you out here, that first mission, you guys got fucked because you triggered the guards too early, because they walked on top of you while you were trying to find your squad. You ended up in between both fire teams, completely out of position. And that's what caused your death in the first stop. And then the third mission, you just died because you were kind of back there by yourself, and then VCOM kind of flanked around. So just a small thing about lone wolfing.
I was told to cover the west outside the entrance, and that's what I was doing.
Fair enough, but you got to also make sure you're close by the entrance to run into if you take too much contact, and your back was completely exposed at that angle.
Why I was trying to get behind a tree. Because the southeast, they were saying there's lots of enemies southeast, and I was trying to cover the west, and I didn't want to get shot in the back.
Weren't you? You were looking at the east, though.
That was me
I was
looking at
trying
the
to
east.
get behind the tree. I wanted to make sure I was behind the tree so that I didn't take shots from my
All
back.
right,
and
small
when I
thing
turned
for the
round, there
stream
was somebody
because
in
I don't want to
camouflage.
argue here because I
Suddenly
got to
a
clock
bear
into
in
work.
front of me. There was nobody
She
there
was
when I
watching
turned round
east
to
that
check.
entire time as the
I
auto
fired on that
rifleman came
person,
up. You
and
can
then I
watch
saw
that back
blue,
on the stream. That's what I saw. So
blue hexagon on
whatever.
them, and I thought it must be one of my team members, so I stopped shooting. But I'm not sure. We should have all been in black, so I don't know what happened there.
I think
All
only
right.
Rutger and Grizzly didn't do the uniforms
Second
black.
mission, I didn't do black.
All right. Let me quickly go through the rest of these concepts. Bill, when you died in that impromptu mission in that house, I'm willing to bet you thought that building was clear, right?
Yep.
Yep. Breaching and clearing, guys. That was the officer that was in that corner of the building that no one literally touched until I believe it was Griffnado that traded with him. It was someone whose name began with a G.
It was
Gav?
me.
It was
To
Gab?
be fair,
Yeah,
at that
thing
point
is,
of the
though,
mission,
I
it was
memory leaked
already
this
over.
happened, so I
Yeah.
couldn't fire back.
I understand,
that
but
the-
guys, if you're gonna garrison in the buildings, you need to make sure you breach and clear them fully. That was just a single one-story building. And throughout, people were running back and forth in that building to kill Russians, but no one checked that room. And the officer was literally right there. I've got some really funny footage of, you know, guys in the room over next to the officer, and the officer's just staring at the wall.
Yeah, it's like I peeked around and because I heard a Russian voice, and then just as I saw him
Nightbot just
clicked,
went crazy
I
on chat.
got
That's
a memory
weird.
leak, and it recovered shortly afterwards. But by that time, I was already dead.
Yeah, I was wondering because there was a little like blag spike there, so I had a feeling you had memory leaked or something.
Yep.
I
Also,
woke back up in that lag spike somehow.
And Grip got sniped through the fucking doorway, so rip
I
for
was
him.
getting shot through the building like most of the time, but that got fixed pretty quickly.
all right. One more thing. Actually, plenty of things more. When you're inserting into AOs and you're trying to go in quiet, don't drive next to where a frickin' recon post is. There was a route you could take to easily go around that, and in the second and third mission, you literally just tried to snake around it from 100 meters away, and they heard the vehicle and started shooting at you. Like, literally, you could have just gone south from your position at start, and there was a road right there, which was an L intersection. And in the second mission, you even had a vehicle parked right next to where that road was. So I don't know why you guys kept going up to that recon post and getting shot
Because
at.
none of these motherfuckers decided they wanted to be my navigator. So I had no idea where I was going. I was just following a waypoint.
Well, then a
that,
squad lead maybe assign somebody as navigator.
yeah.
Didn't you have a GPS? There were lines on the map.
No, there wasn't. You fuckers deleted all of them.
I don't know.
Oh, lines on the map for me.
Yeah, same
I
goes
watched
for me.
them disappear from my GPS.
Whatever, just something to think about. This is just something I want to mention here, and this is just a critique for John McClane that he's not here. Sniper, good on you for correcting him for not just pushing through that first part of the AO to the second part, because you would have faced massive fucking resistance. Don't go to where you think enemy forces could be, because if you go to where enemy forces could be, I will spawn in units there, because that's stupid. Don't do that. Friendly nades, already talked about that. If you throw a bad frag, at least like try to call out bad frag and get people waved out, but that frag, okay, but it still took out like 4 people, so again, something to talk about. Head into contact, try not to swing around. Not gonna talk about that
Were
one.
you going to spawn enemies at the bridge? If we didn't cross over the river?
No. Though I think I should have, but whatever. And then one more thing, just a small side note. Smokes work both ways. There was an auto rifleman that literally was able to get right on top of you guys in that third mission. Because you guys threw like 3 smoke grenades, which was way too much. So that guy literally had just walked right up to you, sprayed a massive amount of shots, down 2 of you. 1 of you woke back up. and was able to then walk away as you sprayed back at him because he could just poke his head out and shoot and then just easily go back. So that's all I gotta say. It was an interesting mission. We're going to stick around with Chernobyl Zone for another 2 or so weeks. We'll see how long we can stretch it, and then we'll move back on to a different map. But hope you guys enjoyed it. Definitely a few things to work on for training, good basis to know where our Tier 2's at currently, and yeah, open debrief. Anyone want to say anything?
Yeah, I got a question.
Go,
if you're
right.
gonna lay down on a grenade, will it kill everyone or just the guy?
Still kill everyone.
It'll still kill everyone.
Oh, okay, that sucks.
Also, I'd ask if the trainers, if we could do some training for throwing back grenades. That's more of an advanced concept, but I do allow that module.
Isn't it really hard
Yeah,
to do
it is
time?
really hard, though.
You have to find the shit first, and that's just impossible.
Yeah.
How about we do formations first?
Let's do formations then. I agree with that.
Well.
Tomorrow there will be a training, so if you would like to attend, please do.
Oh yeah, I will.
Schedule will be out by tonight. Thank you, the Slim Monkey, for writing down all my things. Anyone else have anything to say? Great.
It's
well,
hard to see
go ahead.
the grass of Chernobyl. I was crouched and I was just going to say, where are these enemies you're calling out? And then I look and see people just standing up like meerkats going, huh? That's all I was seeing, and then I started doing it to see enemies. So yay for Chernobyl grass.
Hooray for Chernobyl grass.
That's why I decided to go prone and crawl through that gap between the forest. Because that grass was so fucking tall.
Yeah, you left
just
me,
crouch in it.
Barty, and
You didn't need to.
Kimon
You didn't need to
behind.
crawl. You can crouch walk.
Yeah, Grizzly,
you
you
can
left
crouch
3
walk.
guys
One
behind
more
there.
One more thing I want to mention. If you're being searched by a chopper that's trying to find you, go prone. Don't stay crouched.
Somebody
of you.
wasn't prone, for fuck's sake.
Somebody
Well,
wasn't
I-
prone.
The whole time the
Wasn't
helicopter
me.
was over us, people were like, I could shoot the pilot, I could shoot
Auntie,
it
it was
down."
you.
I'm like, yeah, and then they would all know where we were. We'd have a flaming helicopter coming down on top of us. Yeah, that sounds like a great fucking plan.
I was saying what we would do if it fight back at us. That's what
You
I
weren't
was.
the only one.
Yeah, I said I could shoot the pilot from where I was, which I could have done if
Sounds like a
required,
great
but I
idea.
wasn't gonna do it.
But yeah, like if unless the squad leader's like, hey, shoot that helicopter, don't even
Yeah, the
ask.
thing is, I mean, I had an AMS scope with me, and it was light enough that I could see that pilot's face, and I gave my squad leader the option that if he needed it, I could have taken that pilot out from where I was, and that's
Okay.
an option that the squad leader had. So it's
I
another tool
understood that
and
from the
his
first
arsenal.
time you'd said it. You'd said it like 3 times.
Yeah, because I still had eyes on. If I'd said it once and then you said take the pilot out and I said I can't see him now because the helicopter's turned, you wouldn't have known. So I keep telling you that I still have that shot, but I only told you 3 times. I could have kept saying it, but 3 times.
You might as well have, because it was
enough.
just as irritating.
Sorry, I didn't realise, but I was giving my squad leader information, and
I
that's
only
what you
needed it
passed
once.
down.
Thank you.
I don't know what to say about that. Okay.
Christ.
Just remember too, there are 2 pilots in those choppers.
I don't think that the AI is smart enough to take over, are they?
They do.
Do they?
Yeah, RHS they do. Other
Great.
times they won't, but yeah.
Word. Well, good time, guys. For how
Good time,
successful
guys.
we were, it wasn't too bad.
Yeah, as long as you guys had fun. Which
Was it actually
I
the
hope.
smart thing to do, or surrendering like that? And
Fuck no.
all that was you would just give me an extra op to do for next week. So yay, hostage rescue guaranteed next week. Love it.
International incidents.
That too.
so it would have been better to not surrender.
No, because I want an extra op to do. So yes, thank you for surrendering, but yes, everyone's gonna call you a coward. Yay. Anyway.
Can we give
I
them
think
a
we're
tag
pretty
of
much
C?
done here, guys. So thank you guys so much for watching, and operate
We can just give
operation.
him a
He's
tag
making
of
that
Take
right
care.
now, isn't he?
Hope you
He's
enjoyed
making
it.
that right now.